Now, you may be wondering why this is a sell your house moment. I never truly, I would never say this. I never truly believe that anyone should sell like everything to go in on any investment, right? But this guy makes a good point. Luke Martin, altcoins currently at sell your house to buy more level. Last time Bitcoin was at this level was exactly 4 years ago in the summer of 2020 when the price went vertical from 10K to 60K over the next 6 months. All right, so whatever metrics this is, let me remove my camera. You can see it's at an extremely low level. Basically, this is measuring Bitcoin dominance versus a lot of the alt dominance, which had fallen and fallen and fallen and fallen quite a lot. So basically, Luke is arguing, hey, this is the time before the market starts turning around. 2025 is going to be fantastic. So this is why it's a sell your house moment to buy more crypto. Although, again, I would never tell anyone to do that. That is stupid. Keep your house. Rule number one, when it comes to investing, never invest more than what you can afford to lose, right? So if you have to sell your house to do it, that's not the right way to do it. Always invest what you can afford to lose, right? But you should invest because that's the true way to build wealth. It really is. And when it comes to Bitcoin and crypto, there are nothing out there, maybe with the exception of NVIDIA, that has the pump power that can transform your life, that can make you a millionaire faster. There's nothing else out there. That's why you got to stick with Bitcoin and crypto. And here's another thing too. You look at exchange reserves of Bitcoin, continues to drop more and more and more and more. This is an all-time low for this year. We're back to 2017, close to early 2017 days. And if this continues, we're going to be in a real supply shock, right? And these are big dumps down. They're not slow. Big, huge dumps. You can see in August how much Bitcoin went down by. Huge chunks being taken away from the supply. Probably going to the ETFs and most likely going to the whale wallets. Now, other good things that are happening. People's Bank of China is about to inject liquidity into their markets because China isn't doing so good, as well as many other countries out there. And when this happens, when you have a lot of money being injected, in this case $420 billion, good things happen to assets like Bitcoin. Same thing on a global scale. When you see the global money supply increase due to governments injecting money, what happens with Bitcoin? It goes higher. And that's exactly what's been happening for the last few months. Global liquidity has been stagnant for 3 years since 2021, and now starting to break out again, right? And you may wonder, well, why? Why does assets start going up? Well, first of all, inflation. Inflation is always driving prices upwards. When you have more money being created out of thin air and given out, what do you think is going to happen, right? Inflation goes up. That's number one. Number two is when people have money, they tend to spend. They can't spend and DCA and invest when they don't have any, right? So the global liquidity is going up, and that is going to be awesome for many reasons. And this all times perfectly with September, with October and November this year, when we know there will be another rate cut, or there will be the first rate cut in many years. We will have another elections, and that's when Bitcoin really starts moving every single cycle. We got a lot of things coming up. And plus global liquidity blowing upwards. It's all fantastic. Here's another one that measures, breakouts, fakeouts, where we will be by the end of this cycle. First things first, we got to hit this blue line target, right? Which is like basically, it basically shows when Bitcoin is finally ready and has broken out of the consolidation point, right? The top of the red is the top of this cycle. And you could see, 2013, 2017, 2021, we all hit the top. We didn't hit the top. No, we didn't hit the top last cycle because of the Fed. We should have hit the top of this cycle, but we didn't. But does not matter this time around because of all the ETFs, because of all the institutions and countries now embracing Bitcoin. We will go much higher, much, much higher. But first things first, that consolidation point, where is it? It's around $87,000 according to this, right? So we're going to break out of our previous high of 73,000, which we will. Next target, the 80s, the 90s, the 100s. That's coming. That's coming. We still have plenty of time, and most of you guys know when Bitcoin moves, when crypto moves, it moves very, very quickly. Within a single month, we can have a huge rise. Here's another one. Again, we have a lot of patterns like this, right? Where it just seems like things don't move. Bitcoin just continues to go sideways. And you get a lot of shakeouts and retests and dips. And it just seems like Bitcoin never goes anywhere for months upon months upon months. Doesn't that sound familiar? We've been through it. You guys remember in 2023 how bad it was when Bitcoin was stuck around 20-something thousand? Would not move until we hit the next mark of 40s. We doubled. Same thing in the 40s. We did not move for months upon months until we did to the 70s. So now we're kind of in the same pattern. Months upon months, we're not moving, we're going sideways, but we're in our 60s. We're not in the 40s. We're not in the 30s. So those that doubt and say, well, Bitcoin will never go up. Did you not experience what happened within the last year? We literally tripled from our bottom of last year, from our 20s to 60s. We tripled from 1 year ago. And the same thing just happens over and over and over, but you just have to be patient. Once we're done with this sideways consolidation movement, we're going higher. We're going to form that next leg up. And, maybe then it becomes boring again around 90,000 or 100,000. That's just how it goes every single cycle.